Have you ever looked in the mirror and not recognized the person staring back at you? I have. There was a time when I weighed around 255 pounds. I was active every day, installing basketball goals across the country. My work was physical, demanding, and something I truly loved. Then, everything changed. After suffering a devastating stroke in 2020, my entire life turned upside down. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, and worst of all, I couldn't eat. Most people don't realize how much they take eating for granted until it's taken away. Something as simple as enjoying breakfast with your family suddenly becomes impossible. I depended on a feeding tube just to stay alive. Every calorie, every meal, every bit of nutrition entered my body through a tube. It wasn't the way anyone wants to live. As the weeks turned into months, my body kept getting smaller. The weight kept falling off. 200 pounds, 180, 150, then eventually, 123 pounds. I had lost more than half of the man I used to be. When I looked in the mirror, I saw someone I barely recognized. My clothes no longer fit. My arms became thin. My face looked tired. My body was weak. There were days I honestly wondered if I had survived the stroke only to slowly starve to death. That thought stayed with me, not because I had given up, but because I knew my body couldn't keep losing weight forever. Physically, I was exhausted. Emotionally, I was exhausted. Mentally, I was exhausted. Some days were harder than others. I watched other people enjoy meals while I couldn't even swallow a sip of water. I missed family dinners. I missed holidays. I missed all the little moments that revolve around food. Most people never think about those moments. Until they're gone. Recovery wasn't just about learning to walk again. It wasn't just about learning to speak again. It was also about holding on to hope. Every doctor appointment, every therapy session, every day felt like another step in a marathon that never seemed to end. There were moments when I questioned whether life would ever be normal again. But even during the darkest days, I refused to quit. My faith became stronger than my fear. I prayed constantly. Sometimes my prayers weren't long. Sometimes they were just a few simple words. Lord, please help me. And somehow, He always gave me enough strength for one more day. One more appointment. One more therapy session. One more reason not to give up. Then, in 2023, everything changed again. I underwent surgery that finally gave me the opportunity to eat again. I can't fully describe what that moment felt like. The first real meal after years of depending on a feeding tube wasn't just food. It was hope. It was freedom. It was a second chance. Every bite reminded me how precious life really is. Things I once ignored suddenly became incredible blessings. The taste of food, sharing a meal with family, sitting at a table instead of depending on medical equipment. Slowly, my body began healing. The number on the scale started moving in the right direction. 1 pound. 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Little by little, I started gaining weight again. Today, I've gained about 50 pounds back. I'm still recovering. I'm still improving, but I'm stronger than I was. And every pound represents another victory. People often ask me what kept me going. The answer is simple: faith, family, hope, and refusing to let one terrible day define the rest of my life. The stroke changed my body, but it didn't destroy my spirit. I've learned something through all of this. Life can change in a single moment. One phone call, one diagnosis, one accident, one stroke, but your response to those moments can change everything. You may not control what happens to you, but you can choose not to quit. If you're watching this while facing your own battle, whether it's a stroke, cancer, depression, or any challenge life has placed in front of you, please hear me. Don't lose hope. Progress doesn't always happen overnight. Sometimes healing comes one small step at a time. 1 pound, 1 word, 1 step, 1 day. Keep moving forward. Celebrate every victory, no matter how small. Because those small victories eventually become a miracle. Looking back today, I don't focus on losing over 130 pounds. I focus on the fact that I'm still here. I'm alive. I'm able to share my story. I'm able to encourage others. And for that, I thank God every single day. If my journey has encouraged even one person not to give up, then every struggle has had a purpose. Thank you for spending these moments with me. If this story inspired you, please subscribe to the channel and join me as I continue sharing my recovery, my Uber and Lyft adventures, and the lessons I've learned through life's toughest challenges. And remember, no matter how impossible things may seem today, tomorrow can still bring a miracle.